This is the ancestor of modern listening devices, a bug that required no power and no batteries, yet secretly stole intelligence from the United States for 7 years. Today, we'll reveal exactly how it worked. In 1945, the U.S. ambassador to the Soviet Union accepted a gift from a Soviet children's organization, a hand-carved wooden Great Seal of the United States. What they didn't know was that hidden inside this seal was an advanced and compact listening device developed by the Soviets. Because the device contained no batteries or electronic components, it successfully evaded checks from counterintelligence units. It was ultimately hung as a decoration in the U.S. ambassador's office. In truth, the structure of this eavesdropping device, later known as the Thing, was not complex. It was a cylindrical resonant cavity, about 1.9 centimeters in diameter and 2.4 centimeters high, with a highly polished silver interior to improve signal reflection and efficiency. Its main component was a thin diaphragm that acted like a microphone, vibrating in response to sound waves. Below the diaphragm was a mushroom-shaped disc that played a key role in capacitive coupling, with groove designs to reduce pneumatic damping and allow for a precise response to sound waves. The bottom was sealed with a brass cap, while a brass mesh held the diaphragm in place at the top, from which a 22.8 centimeters antenna extended. Crucially, it did not generate its own radio waves. Instead, it received and reflected external ones. When eavesdropping was required, the Soviets would beam a high-frequency radio signal from a nearby location toward the ambassador's office. The device's antenna would pick up this signal and channel it into the cavity. The sound of conversations in a room caused the diaphragm to vibrate, which in turn modulated the radio waves being reflected. These modified waves were then transmitted back out via the antenna to a Soviet listening post. There, operators used a high-sensitivity receiver to demodulate the signal, converting it back into sound. Because this spy technology had no internal power source and did not continuously transmit a signal, traditional counter-surveillance equipment was completely unable to detect it, making it incredibly difficult to find. Ambassadors came and went, and the office was renovated multiple times, but the national emblem always remained hanging. It wasn't until 1952 that a British radio operator, while scanning frequencies, accidentally intercepted conversations from the U.S. Embassy. U.S. intelligence was immediately alerted and conducted an in-depth search, finally discovering the Great Seal bug. To their astonishment, they had found a listening device that operated without power, wires, or complex circuits.